Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I'm joined today by the usual panel. And, of course, we have another guest today. As you saw in the title of the video, we have Austin from HaleStormTV.
Hello, hello.
And we're going to let him introduce himself, and then we'll get into our topic for today. So, Austin, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sounds great. Thank you, Steve. So as you mentioned, I am from HaleStormTV. I have a YouTube channel. I've also done some live streaming on Twitch and Facebook and a few other sites as well. I mostly play Nintendo games, but I will throw in, I guess you could say, just an FPS every now and again. Some Apex, some Overwatch, some team games. I did play semi-professionally, I should say, with the UVU varsity team. So that was a ton of fun.
And definitely don't challenge this guy to Smash Melee.
Well, Austin, thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to have you. All right, we are talking about Mario Day. Mario Day happened. Nintendo happened, which isn't usual. They announced the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 that's going to be released on April 3rd, 2026. They gave the release date for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door for May 23rd. And then they gave a release date for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD for June 27th. So let's just talk about that for a second. What do you guys think of these announcements?
That's everything. That's all of the confirmed first-party games with release dates in the first half of the year.
Yeah, so what's going to happen during the other half? Are they just going to be like,
There's only one other game announced that has just TBA, right? And that's Metroid Prime 4. That could happen. That could happen, but I don't know.
I mean, Metroid Prime 4 is a myth.
At this point, the logo's not a myth, though. I've seen the logo.
We saw the logo like 10 years ago.
And you're not wrong.
Which is 7 years old. It's almost been 10 years. Why not? Round up.
I think it would be a killer holiday title. But at the same time, Metroid doesn't necessarily have the same selling power that some of their other IPs do. So I would
take it back.
Simultaneously be a little bit surprised if they hinged their holiday on Metroid Prime 4.
Take it back.
Guess what?
Take it back.
Metroid does have more selling power than nothing.
That's true.
That's true. And that's something I think we're probably going to get into later on, but I'm sitting here being like, there's no way that a company like Nintendo, which, doesn't discount their games for anything except for very random times, and, obviously is a corporation that's fond of making revenue, to not have any holiday plans, that's fishy. So, I mean, to your point, David, yeah, that doesn't seem like, I mean, it's better than nothing, but I'm feeling like they've got something up their sleeve. I'm hoping they have something up their sleeve. If they don't, then I don't know what they're thinking.
I just kind of expect shadow drops at this point because they keep doing that. Like I said, maybe, I don't know. I said this in an episode once. When everything's a shadow drop, nothing is.
Nothing is.
Like, they're just not telling us.
Oh, I was just going to say, maybe Shadow drop the next Switch generation console. But no, I highly doubt that. But who knows? I mean, as you guys have mentioned, we don't see any prospective first-party games the latter half of the year. It very well could be that they just announce, hey, I'm saying maybe like June, July, they say, we're actually going to drop the next generation console, and it'll be available from Thanksgiving through Christmas or however. But again, that would be really close to the wire. You know what I mean? Like,
my guess, the original plan was to do something like that, but there were a ton of rumors that it got delayed, right, until next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a genuine possibility. Perhaps like that we'll release the rest of the Switch games first half of the year, announce it in June or July, the next console, and release it at the end of the year. But I don't know. I'm nervous. There were rumors suggest, because originally the rumors were saying that we were going to learn something about the Switch 2 this month. That's not looking like the case anymore. But the rumors then suggested June, which is when we have our last confirmed first-party release. And And what's more, I mean, like, it's a remake, so like that hardly even counts. But that might align kind of interestingly. I mean, I think we're just spitballing rumors here, so
it is.
that's fun.
But another possibility they could do, they gotta have some kind of it's not E3 anymore, but some kind of summer presentation where they show more ports and stuff to hold us out for the rest of the year. So guaranteed we're gonna have another Nintendo Direct before the end of June to showcase what we're gonna be playing last half of the year, or they gotta announce something.
Careful using the word guaranteed when you're talking about Nintendo, Steve. You're going to...
That's fair. That's fair. Well, that's fair. I'll go knock on some wood.
But if it becomes true, then you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Well played.
I think if Switch 2 does get delayed, they should do some easy ports, right? Let's get
Switch 2 delayed. Can you call it delayed when it's not even like
confirmed to exist?
Sorry.
That's fair.
If it doesn't happen this year, they have more easy ports they could do in the meantime. There's Twilight Princess, there's Wind Waker HD, games that are just stuck on the Wii U. So that's
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes remaster.
There you go. The rest of the Metroid Prime trilogy remastered. There's things they could put there.
Yoshi's Woolly World. Yoshi's Woolly World. We need Yoshi's.
It's a fight for your time.
I still want the port. Okay. Sorry, Lisa, go ahead.
I would like for them to port those things, but number one, are they just going to suffer the same fate as the ones that they ported to the Wii 2? And then also, I'm a little bit worried that they will give them less, priority, because they were already ported from a system to a different system. They already have HD remakes, just not on the Switch.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm frustrated with having to buy stuff over and over.
Which is why the latter is so much better. Just announced the Switch 2. And we had some rumors that dropped out, I think this week or last week, of the name for this thing. Someone take it over from here, because I don't remember.
There was rumors, I saw them today actually, as of the time of recording, where there was a YouTube survey that some people got that said, which consoles are you interested in and want to buy? And they had the typical ones, and then they had one called a Switch Attach in the options, which is not a great name, but makes it sound like an accessory, right? Which is the same problem that the Wii U had. People were thinking, is the Wii U a controller for the Wii? And so if that's the real name, I think they're making the same mistake twice. But it's interesting that things like that are happening.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
I guess so.
Exactly. I'm definitely sitting here. I mean, the name. Obviously, this is the most reaching kind of rumor that could possibly exist. So take this with just about as much salt as you possibly can. But the sad thing is, the name sounds very Nintendo.
It sounds plausible.
It does, and that's the thing that has me nervous. Like, I think that they need to make sure they're not committing the same marketing issues that killed the Wii U before it even came out. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. They've stated several times that they're committed to not repeating those mistakes. So let's hope that they're actually going to do that. Because my thought is, as much as Nintendo makes my favorite games, if they pull somehow another Wii U, that's when I'll say, time for you to go third party. Sorry.
Pull out the Terravan juice card.
Hey, I am very detached from the Switch Attach, so let's just not have that. You're welcome. My brand of dad joke non-humor is sure to kill everyone listening. So I'm sorry. Cover your ears.
I love it. Austin, do you want to say something?
I've just done a little bit of exploring, but I don't want to delve into like any spoilers. So if this is a spoiler for anyone, spoiler alert here, and take it with a brick of salt, because I don't know how true this is. But there was also an apparent patent design where they show off almost like a dual screen, kind of like the Nintendo DS, but Switch style. And that's kind of the detachable device a dual screen detachable device. And so,
Oh, do you think that's where the name comes from then? Wait, okay, and we're okay with that. And I was thinking, like, are we talking about like something you attach to the Switch? But if we're talking Switch attached because it's a new device that attaches to itself, then hey, sure, awful name, but at least it doesn't sound like it's an accessory.
yeah, right.
Wow, okay, you've added some very good little bricks of salt there.
Bricks or something.
Anthony isn't quite so detached anymore.
As long as I'm not attaching it to my current Switch, then that's just fine.
Well, I was going to say, as long as you're not attaching it to the current Switch, because it does sound like an accessory.
Well, it legitimately is if that's what you're doing. Yeah, no, actually, you're saying that, Austin, it does remind me of other rumors we heard, just rumblings before several months ago where people were talking about a dual screen design. And I do remember someone saying something about a detachable set of screens. So that seems suspicious.
Very plausible. Yeah, very plausible. I hadn't heard anything until today. I was just researching up about it. So
It's quite Nintendo plausible too. They love
the name.
they like keeping things very mobile, so you can play anywhere, take it anywhere. So that would definitely factor in with that.
If I hear a rumor about a cringe-sounding name, I'm basically twice as likely to believe it, because I mean, the Nintendo consoles haven't had very cool names since basically the Wii, except for the Switch is pretty good. But I remember being like, when they were talking about, you remember this? You remember when the Nintendo Wii was still being revealed? It was still in its like tech, idea phase. And they called it the Nintendo Revolution. And I'm like, that is the coolest name ever. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this thing. And then they announce it, and it's the Nintendo Wii. And I'm like, what? Oh,
I remember that.
And ever since then, it's like,
The Wii U wasn't much better.
No.
we're starting to make jokes like, the next console is going to be the Wii U, them together with us. Anyway, so yeah, Switch attached sounds very plausible, but hey, if the rumor you brought up, Austin, is also correct, then I can live with that.
Mario movie, everyone. What are your thoughts? I know that some of you said that you think it might realm into the Mario Galaxy territory. I remember who that was, and whoever you are, speak and hold your ground and defend yourself.
Yeah. Lisa shared an article saying, not a ton of details about the movie so far, but one of the statements they made was they're broadening Mario's world, right?
Yep.
I think that's the specific term they used. And so I was just, does that mean broadening it to the universe, Mario Galaxy style? So I think that's a possibility, Mario Galaxy expansion of the world. Or it could also mean something like Luigi's Mansion, right? Where they're going to feature other characters a little more, perhaps.
Yeah.
To add to the Mario Galaxy theory, though, Peach does make mention that there are other worlds or there's a bigger galaxy, something. She very vaguely touches upon that. And so I think it's very possible that it could be a galaxy-related sequel.
The danger of sequels... Sorry, Anthony. The danger of sequels is making them too iterative, right? So that's an easy way to make it a lot more interesting.
It's sounding fun. I think my only complaint is, why did you tell me 2 years in advance?
Well, guess what? Yeah. It's probably still getting released before the Zelda movie.
Yeah.
Well, I want them to take their time on that one anyway, so...
Yes.
It's interesting the way they've been announcing movies. They did it with the first one and everything since. So, hey, we're going to make it. And that's true. Someday you'll see it.
Yeah, I remember when they first announced the voice actors and were like, first of all, this is super far in advance. And second of all, wait, what the heck? Chris Pratt?
Anyway, it was in case you haven't seen our other discussions, we said it was probably a good thing that they give us the cast before we saw the
process that.
Some time to process it. Same thing with Zelda movie. We're gonna have to get a lot of processing done on that, especially with live action. So give that to us early too, please. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this. They hinted at it at the very end of the Mario movie with Yoshi, so we're at least gonna get one new character as Yoshi. on the internet, there's some rumblings about possibly having Bowser team up with the Mario Brothers for the sequel. Might be
I've
fun.
always
to see,
loved
but
those games. Bowser's Inside Story is high key the best Mario and Luigi.
There you go.
Heard it here first.
And Jack Black is just the best as Bowser, so there's perfect casting there.
Yeah, Mario RPG, which is the original team up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved the first one. I think, critically it was mixed, but most people I know that just watch movies all liked it a lot. So
I totally forgot to mention in the announcement that we also got some Game Boy games. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color. We got Dr. Mario, we got Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis as part of the Nintendo Switch Online service. So I'll be releasing on March 12th. So we got even more. There's a ton of Mario on this Nintendo Switch system.
it doesn't seem like there's a ton of games left that aren't available. Well, if you don't count the 3D All-Stars collection, I guess there's quite a few missing, right? Can you play Mario Sunshine if you don't have that collection? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah,
Mario Galaxy games. So, nope. So there are some missing stuff. If you didn't get
definitely
that,
did a very weird approach on that one.
I agree. I don't like
get
it.
that limited release. There is definitely more Mario games available than maybe any other Nintendo system.
I was going to say the one that I have to draw attention to because it's the one I'm most excited about is well, I mean, it's not anything new, but the release date for 1,000 Year Door,
As you said.
which is basically the Impossible remake. If you want to get a pretty good idea of my opinions, go watch Arlo's stuff on Paper Mario. It's basically the remake nobody thought would ever happen because they basically vowed that Paper Mario would never be what it used to be, and now all of a sudden here it is being what it used to be, and I couldn't be more stoked. And sometimes just for the fun of it, I just go watch Arlo's reaction video to the original announcement, just for the fun of it. So it's honestly one of the best Mario games ever made, and I would say the best Paper Mario, and it's coming out in May, which is why my birthday month. So happy birthday to me!
So happy birthday to you. I've never played it. I'm going to be playing this one. I'm super excited.
And I'm really hopeful we find out that there is something solid for the back half of this year. And if not, I mean, I don't know. We were talking about the idea of remakes. There was that rumor rumbling around in the past talking about a Kid Icarus Uprising remake, and I will take that as a holiday release. That is, in my opinion, the best 3DS game ever. The best
Hands
one.
down. It's easily the best.
You agree?
Okay,
I agree. I do. Yeah, I have played it, and it's great. I love Uprising. I love Uprising.
Absolutely fantastic. So
everything from the gameplay to the voice acting, music. It was phenomenal. Loved it.
the voice acting was like kind of low-key the best part. I just cracked up so much. Yeah. I need to play multiple quotes right there. Lisa and I all the time. We're at least the original panel, we're the only ones who actually played it. So we quote it all the time. Anyway, sorry, getting way off track. Excellent game. I will take that if I can't get a Switch 2 or Metroid Prime 4. But Nintendo needs to tell us something because they like money. And we like giving it to them when they give us good reasons to do it. And they've got some good reasons to do it if they'll just say something.
I want to go around on the panel, and I want you to say what let's just pretend that the Switch 2 or the Switch Attach is being announced in June, July-ish. What is your dream launch title in November, if it launches in November, whenever it launches? Dream title, go.
Metroid Prime 4.
Lisa.
Bro, you asked the wrong person next. I'm sitting here like, what?
And that'll be a Team 17 title, and that'll be an Overcooked 3 spinoff. David.
Mario Odyssey 2.
Austin.
Melee HD. There you go. But maybe bring in all of the characters from Ultimate, but do it Melee style.
Metroid Prime 4.
Mainly mechanics, but
Yes.
an expanded...
Or even just Melee. I'd be happy with that, too.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure,
that
I mean,
the GameCube.
with Austin anymore.
It'd be like
There's a hierarchy here. I can't play Smash with Anthony, and Anthony can't play Smash with Austin, so...
Well, I don't know. Austin, as long as it's not melee, because I'm decent. I can kind of hold my own in Ultimate, but put me in a match in melee, and I can't even touch the guy.
Well, you just got to practice.
Well, shut up.
What better way to do that than on the Switch attach? There you go.
Yeah.
It'll be Super Smash Bros. Attack or attach. I don't know what they would call it.
Attach Smash Bros. Nobody can beat Austin.
So I know I said Melee HD, but that's mostly just the meme because all of the Smash Bros. Players say Melee HD. But I would have to say, right now I'm playing through Chrono Trigger, the original that was released on Steam. Maybe it was a redefinition, or defined edition version, whatever. But I would love to see a remaster or a remake of Chrono Trigger in HD on the new Switch console. I think that would be amazing.
Love that. Did you see the recent, I guess one of the developers asked fans, like, what kind of remake would you want for Chrono Trigger? And there were a ton of,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everything from Final Fantasy VII style, the new remake, to just like the Link's Awakening on the Switch. The Zelda top-down, similar thing, like a reskin, but yeah.
I would just love the HD 2D style of like Octopath Traveler. That would be perfect, I think.
I don't think that this could happen,
doesn't matter.
but I would love it. Give us an actually good virtual console.
Whoa, that's a spicy take.
Like, you freaking killed the one on the Wii. So just, instead of just releasing it a bit of a time and hiding it behind Nintendo Switch Online, give us one where we can buy the stuff. But,
There we go. Okay. I was
they're
going to
not
say.
going to let us do that because they can make bank on being greedy. Stop.
As long as it launches with the Nintendo Switch Online and everything is available day one, which I don't think there's any reason why it shouldn't, because of the way that they built it. But you never know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and ring that notification bell so you know when we release any other episodes. And don't forget to follow HaleStormTV on YouTube. He's got some great content. Like you said, he's playing through Chrono Trigger right now. But have some great stuff. Austin, you want to say anything else?
I just wanted to say, go check out mine and Anthony's release of the Mario Day. We went back and played a classic from the Game Boy days, which was Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. So go ahead and check that out if you'd like to see some more Hailstorm/Simply Nerdy content.
And it was fantastic. It was a really entertaining watch.
It was a good time. It was really fun.
It was a blast. Yep.
All right. And until next time, everyone, keep it nerdy.
Keep it nerdy.